Hello, my name is Julius.
My name is Kenny.
My name is John Paul.
We are going to tell you about our IB exhibition project on exotic invasive species and how they affect our environment.
Exotic invasive species are non-native animals and plants that harm native animals and plants in their habitats and ecosystems.
What type of harm can they do to other plants and animals, Julius?
One way exotic invasive species harm our environment is by bringing poison or toxins to our environment.
They can also bring diseases into our ecosystems.
Exotic invasive species are the cause of endangered species. Invasive species can have been around for as long as ships have been traveling.
That's about thousands of years.
Well, that must be a very long time.
Yeah, it is.
Instead of most people just watching all of this happen, there are groups that help monitor exotic invasive species.
Examples of groups that help monitor invasive species are the Early Detection Rapid Response and the Environmental Information Monitoring Program.
What do those groups do, Julius?
Well, those groups and programs monitor all types of invasive species such as reptiles, amphibians, and mammals. Not only are animals considered invasive species, but some plants and trees are too.
What types of plants are also considered exotic invasive species?
Examples of invasive plants are the invasive air potato plant and the Brazilian pepper tree. The Brazilian pepper tree is one of the worst invasive species in Florida.
Exotic invasive species come from all over the world. They are a part of the international pet trade.
All over the world?
Yeah. Some invasive species are illegally smuggled into the United States for pet traders and breeders to sell.
Invasive species are called invasive because they started to have negative consequences in habitats.
What type of negative consequences do the invasive species cause, John Paul?
They can cause environmental harm, economic harm, or impact human health. Invasive species kill lots of natural species too. Lots of diseases. Lots of invasive species also bring diseases and toxins to their new habitats and ecosystem when they move to new places.
Diseases and toxins?
Yes. There are laws and regulations on and regarding exotic invasive species.
What types of laws and regulations?
An example of laws and regulations is the Lacey Act. The Lacey Act is the main legal defense against invasive animals. The injurious wildlife provision of the Lacey Act seeks to regulate foreign invasive species that may damage ecosystems or replace native population and fisheries.
We need to stop the numbers rising in Florida's population of exotic invasive species.
Oh no! What can we do to stop this from happening?
Well, Julius, one thing you could do to help prevent this from happening is you could clean your outdoor recreation gear. Another thing you could do is to not release an unwanted pet or fish into the wild.
Like an iguana or a Burmese python?
Yes!
Another way to help is to always remove mud, dirt, and all visible plants and fish and animals from any equipment.
All that information helped us understand what exotic invasive species can do to our native animals and plants and our environments and ecosystems. We hope that you learned something new. Thank you for listening.